I have peace of mind. For me, the glass is half full. It's not half empty. No matter what. When I'm at work, if they say I need you to work overtime, good, I get to make more money. If they tell you I need you to stay home, good, I get to stay home. You got people just the opposite. If they tell them to come into work, they're mad because they wanted to stay home. If they tell them to stay home, they're mad because they wanted to come to work. No, the glass is half full. God is in control. Trust God. Total peace of mind. So what I used to take issue with, good believers, that I came up in this thing with, when I was a serious believer, once I, turned my heart over and all, were those folks that really didn't know what God wanted them to do. And they spent their time just worried and anxious, and upset. Wondered if I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have done that. And always second guessing what they did wrong. And what I'm suggesting is that no, we're supposed to have a peace of mind even in the midst of storms in our life. Peace of mind isn't going through life wondering if I made the wrong choice or if I made the wrong decision. God is God. So my perspective to maintain that peace of mind is just trust God. And whatever path I'm on is the path I'm supposed to be on. And from the path that I'm on, God will lead me to the place where I'm supposed to be. So just trust God. Don't worry about the path. Don't worry about that. Don't be stubborn. Just try to be open. Walk with your eyes open. Now, many of you know, I've been a mailman for like 27 years, and the last 10 of those years I worked, and I went to college and worked hard and earned my MBA. And so not long after that, I went into management. It was like this. It really wasn't working. The management where I worked just didn't seem to be capable, and it was really, not fun once I realized that. And so then the coronavirus hit, took 3 months off, and I was supposed to come back to work, and I said, no, I'm not going back into management. I'm coming back into my regular job. And got a good, nice position in my regular job that's not management. Because when you're walking this walk, and look, I've written like 6 e-books, and I'm working on a hardback cover book right now. I have an entirely new worldview. I have a confidence about myself that I never had before because I accomplished an MBA, something like 1% of the population of the world has. So it's like I have changed. Did it mean I'm supposed to go into management at my job? No. I was going with the flow because the doors were opening, but the moment I realized that wasn't happening, I'm not going to stick with that. I had to talk to my daughter, I thought I had to. She's pretty easy. I was looking at Daddy didn't go to school for 10 years to get this MBA to be somewhere where I'm unhappy. That don't make no sense, No. It's been the last years of my life being unhappy, because I got an education. So you just do what you can do. I remember when I first started, man, I when I got my bachelor's degree. So I'm going to go into postal management, and so there was an opening. Usually there's a process you have to go to before you can go right into legitimate real management. But I went out to Beaver Creek, and the woman station manager there said, I'm going to hire you right on the spot. You didn't even have to go through the formality of the other little steps that most people have to go through, because she needed a supervisor. You're the one. And so all I have to do is just for a formality, just take this little quiz, just a little quiz on the internet just to see what kind of personality you have. 10-minute quiz. Sure. Man, I have been in school for the past 8 years or 7 or 8 years. Shoot, I could take a quiz online. This is that's easy. Took that little postal management quiz, and guess what? I failed. I wasn't mean enough. So they gave me the opportunity of taking that test again in 2 weeks. But I was thinking, I am not the personality that they need for me to be in postal management, obviously. So guess what I did? I just went right back to school. A couple of years later, earned my MBA. Then I was invited to come into management, and they didn't even have that quiz. They had discontinued that quiz. How's that? Did that, got a lot of experience doing this, doing that, inspection teams, supervising in different stations and all. And it just wasn't my cup of tea. So what'd I do? I left. I went back into craft. It's okay. It's good money. Same money, basically. More money, less stress. And so this is what I call walking with your eyes open. This is for peace of mind. So you're not pigeonholed into one particular place where you really might not want to be. Just be fluid, be moving. God will move you to that place where He needs you to be, but don't be stubborn. I'm not going to be stubborn. That's how I keep my peace of mind. I'm around people all the time that just stay upset. I'm not that person. Even if at home with my family, to my wife's chagrin sometimes, my attitude in life, even with my kids, has always been, even when they mess up, even when they make a mistake, it's like, well, you can't change the mistake. So there's no reason for me to get in your case for making that mistake. Just use that situation so you'll know what not to do next time, okay? Doesn't always work with children, but after a while it does. After a while it sinks in. But that's how you maintain a peace of mind. You don't worry about stuff. Don't worry about much of anything. Just take care of your business. Try to do the right thing. Try not to break the law. Try not to get that buzzed. Try, stay home, all that stuff. My wife was asking me the other day, you don't have too many friends. I'm like, I got married. I have kids. I don't drink. That's the problem is. A lot of times marriages are pretty jacked up because folks do have friends. Let's meet at the club, have a few drinks. No, that ain't me. My friends are my family. I work, I come home. I have peace of mind, for real.